Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Secretary, Mr. Secretary,
Yes, sir.
for being at this hearing. You've been a pleasure to work with. Your team has been great
Thank
to
you.
work with. My first question is: last year, this committee appropriated $150 million to construct a new VA healthcare center in El Paso, Texas. This year, I look forward to finalizing that project. Can you provide an update on the next steps for this project?
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Gonzales. Thanks very much, and thank you for your partnership. You're always available to us, and we've appreciated the ability to lean on your cyber expertise too as we wrestle with that challenge. We believe that El Paso is a groundbreaking new way for us to get construction done more quickly, speed to market. So the $150 million allowed us to do the initial site preparation for that building, where we'll provide additional services building on the existing VA healthcare center in El Paso, including mental health services. We anticipate in this budget another $550 million to complete the construction of that facility. From soup to nuts, we anticipate this being a 51-month project. We want to continue to hold ourselves to those timelines, the next timeline being when the $150 million you gave us last year that we're currently investing over the course of this year, that $550 million we anticipate beginning in April 2023. And then we anticipate finishing in 2026 with the new facility. That's 51 months, soup to nuts. We think that's much faster than we've done in the past. And we think that's the kind of a pilot for us being able to speed to market the kind of care that we need, including in a growing community like El Paso, where we're seeing significant demand from new vets.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. Once again, appreciate you prioritizing it. As you know, veterans are growing in Texas. In particular, West Texas is an area of need that has been long forgotten. So appreciate your leadership on that. My next question is in regards to the border. So, Mr. Secretary, as you know, my district spans more than 40% of the southern border. Throughout this migrant crisis, the communities I represent have been overwhelmed by a record number of apprehensions that continue to happen in my backyard. This response is only expected to accelerate. Just last week, the Biden administration announced it will be ending Title 42 on May 23rd. This change will multiply the number of migrants encountered that we see daily. As a result, there are reports that DHS has approached DOD with a request to assist in a contingency plan to deal with the fallout of Title 42 at the border and the record number of migrants that we expect to see. There are reports that VA medical personnel will be dispatched to vaccinate migrants as they make their way into the U.S. Can you confirm these conversations and offer any further guidance on how the VA will be utilized in this border crisis?
Yeah, thanks very much, Mr. Gonzales. I'm not aware of any such conversations. I've seen the news reports. There's I can't find any evidence of the conversations. I would say this. Over the course of the pandemic, at least since I've been here, we have deployed VA healthcare personnel to support other federal partners, including our federal law enforcement partners, where we administered vaccine to CBP and ICE personnel. And so maybe that's the basis of some of the rumor that you're referring to, but I'm not aware of any such conversations. I'm proud of the role that we've played in supporting our federal partners, CBP, ICE, U.S. Capitol Police, Bureau of Prisons. I anticipate we'll continue to do transportation, TSA personnel. I anticipate we'll continue to do that kind of work.
Yeah, no, thank you for that response. And I would just offer, if there is anything that comes up, like you said, there's all these reports that are always out there. If I could be included in finding a way to be to help with this problem set, I want to be able to give the ground truth to what's happening. You started off this hearing giving a beautiful story about Paula and all the great work she does for the VA. I just don't want to see VA professionals pulled out of that role and get sucked up into a different role where we're seeing veterans kind of lose that quality of care. But like you mentioned, I think there's a way where you can absolutely be helpful to other agencies just like you have been, but there has to be a plan in place if and so that happens. So I'm out of time, but I will yield back.